मेरा ये चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें और मेरे हर अपडेट आपको मिले इसके लिए बेल आइकन जरूर दबाइएगा। आप सभी को मेरी ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं।
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today let's talk about a Python module called PyAutoGUI. PyAutoGUI is a Python module that allows you to programmatically control the mouse movements and keyboard actions. This can be incredibly useful for automating repetitive tasks, testing applications, or creating simple scripts in order to interact with your computer. So that's all about this PyAutoGUI library. Now let's see how to use this. First, in order to install this library, you have to type this command in your terminal: pip install pyautogui. And after installing this, you have to import the module or library. Import pyautogui. And now let's see some of the basic methods that are available in this pyautogui module. Screen size. Suppose if I want to know the screen dimensions, that is width and height of my screen, I'll use the size method which is available in this pyautogui module in order to get the width and height of my screen. This pyautogui.size method returns two values, that is x and y. The x represents the width of your screen and y represents the height of your screen. Since it returns two values, we are storing it in two variables called width and height and printing this. So let's execute this. Open your terminal and execute it. As you can see, the width of my screen is 1920 pixels and the height of my screen is 1080 pixels. So this is how you can get the dimensions of your screen. So now let's go to the basic methods available to control the mouse. As you can see, PyAutoGui offers a method called moveTo, which takes three parameters: the x value and the y value and the duration in which you want to move your cursor to that particular specified coordinate. This 1500, 500 is the coordinate which I want my cursor to move in the duration of 3 seconds. So let's execute this. As you can see, the cursor is moving from that point to the coordinate where 1500, 500 is there in the duration of 3 seconds. So that's how this move to method works. And let's also see this move relative method, which acts relatively according to the current position of the cursor. So after executing this code, my mouse will move from any point to this coordinate called 1500, 500. And after moving from 1500, 500 coordinate, it will move relatively to this particular coordinate, that is minus 150. So the action is, first it will come to the 1500, 500 coordinate and then it will go up. The mouse is moving from 1500 to 500 and then minus 15, minus 150 relative to the current mouse position, that is 1500, 500. So this is how you move your mouse using the PyAutoGui module. And now let's see some more methods for mouse, that is the clicks. Suppose if I want to single click at any particular point in a particular duration, I'll use this click method. If I want to double click, I use the double click method, and if I want to right click, I use the right click method, and the same parameters here too. So these are used to single click, double click and right click at any particular point in any particular duration. And next we have these scrolling methods, which are used to scroll up and scroll down. PyAuto GUI offers a method called scroll, which takes a parameter or the units to which you want to scroll. I specified 100 units. That means it will scroll up by 100 units. If I specify minus 100, that will scroll up or down by 100 units. So this is how you will scroll automatically by just writing this PyAuto GUI scripts. And now let's see some methods by which we can control the keyboard. First we have this typewrite method, which will type a particular string for us, particular string or sentence for us in any given interval. The interval specifies the delay between the type of each characters. So let's try to execute this. Alright, let's place this here. Open your terminal. As you can see, the PyAuto GUI is typing with an interval of 0.5 seconds between each character. Next, if you want to press any particular key, you can just use dot press method, in which you should specify the name of that key. Suppose if I want to press the Windows button, I'll specify the PyAuto GUI dot press Windows. Or you can also give the enter button here. In order to press the enter button, you can just give PyAuto GUI dot press automatically. And if you want to press multiple keys, that is Alt plus Tab, Shift plus Enter, and some these combinatorial keys. In order to do those combination, you can just use PyAutoGUI.hotkey method, which will take the parameters or the keys you want to press. So there's also method to taking screenshots. In order to take a screenshot, you can use PyAutoGUI.screenshot method. This will take a screenshot and store it in a screenshot variable, and then we'll save it with the name of ss.png. Right now we are in this particular screen VS Code. If I execute this code, it will take the screenshot of this screen and save it in this root directory with the name ss.png. Let's try to execute this. As you can see, ss.png is available here. So this is the screenshot we took. So guys, these are some methods which we'll be using in our future projects to automate our tasks. PivotKit is a Python library that allows you to perform a variety of tasks, such as sending WhatsApp messages, emailing, playing YouTube videos, performing Google searches, and more. It is specifically designed to simplify automation tasks that would otherwise be complex. So, this is the introduction about PivotKit, and let's see how to install this. All you have to do is pip install PivotKit. Since I already installed it, I'm not going to do it. So you can just do it and continue with the process. So after installing, I have imported it. Import PivotKit as kit. So now first let's see how to play some YouTube videos. So all you have to do is call a method called play on YT. Play on YouTube. It takes a parameter which you want to play on YouTube. Suppose I have to play Despacito song. I'll say kit.play on YT Despacito. Now let's execute this. Let's see whether it goes to YouTube and plays that Despacito song. Python wordkit.py.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage every...
Yeah, as you can see, we have been redirected to Despacito song in YouTube. I'm not gonna play this song because the copyrights may be spawned on us. And next, we can send WhatsApp messages using send WhatsApp message method, which takes some parameters. The first one is the number that you want to send a WhatsApp message to, including the country code. Suppose if you are in India, your country code would be +91. So the number should be this, including country code. And next, the message you want to send to the guy. And next, at which time, like the house and the minute. This 14 specify at 2 o'clock and 30 minutes. It takes 24 hours times. So we'll pass 14 here. That specifies at 2:30 minutes. Send this WhatsApp messages. Alright. So you can try to execute this. I'm not doing this because of some privacy reasons. You can do this, it will work for sure. So this send WhatsApp messages is used to send a message to a specific number at a specified time. Suppose you want to send a WhatsApp message instantly, like right then and there. So in that case, you'll use this send WhatsApp message instantly method. It also take a number as a parameter with the country code and the message and sends this message instantly. So you can try this too. And also we have a method send what's image, which will send a image to the WhatsApp number that is specified here with some caption to it. So it takes parameters the number with country code and next the path to your image. Suppose I have image.png here, so I have to specify /image.png since it is in the root directory. And next the caption for that particular image that I want to send to this particular number. Cool. So you can try this out too. Next, let's perform Google search. You have a method called .search method which takes a parameter like the keyword that you want to search on Google. So I want to search about Python tutorials on Google. So I'll just save the file and try to execute this. Let's see whether it can search Python tutorials on Google or not. Enter. Yeah, here we are. It automatically searches for Python tutorials on Google. So that's how this Google searching works. This is how the automation done. The automation is done in Google search. And next, we can also send emails automatically using the send mail method, which takes some parameters. The first one is your mail ID, the password of your mail ID, and the subject of the email that you're sending, and the body of the email, and next the receiver email address. So these are the 5 parameters that this send mail gonna take in order to send a mail to that particular person you want to send automatically. You can try this out too. Next let's see how to fetch information about something on Wikipedia. So all you have to do is there's a method called kit.info which will fetch a information about a particular topic on Wikipedia. So I want some information from Wikipedia about this Python programming language. So I'll say kit.info Python programming language and it returns a text. I'm storing it in a variable called info and printing it. So save the file and execute it. Let's wait until the response. So here's the text it gave me. Let's see what it is. Python is a high-level general-purpose programming language. Its design philosophy emphasizes code readability with the use of sign significant identification. Yeah, that's cool. Next, so this is how you can fetch information from Wikipedia, like a small summary. And next, let's see how to handle exceptions while trying to fetch information from Wikipedia, sending mail, searching on Google, sending images, WhatsApp messages, and playing on YouTube. If there occurs any exception, we have to handle it. Obviously, exception handle is a good practice to write code to provide. So whatever you want to do, place that code inside the try and except block. So I'm trying to send a WhatsApp message to a particular member at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. And next, I'm expecting a exception if there is any as E, and I'm printing that exception. You can handle the exception however you want over here. So that's all there is to this PyWordKit library. I hope you understand what I have explained here. You will get a concrete understanding about this once you execute them all on your own. For privacy reasons, I didn't execute some of these WhatsApp messages, emailing, and etc. You can do this on your own. You will get some understanding how they work. Hey guys, welcome back everyone. Today we are going to learn a Python core module called web browser. The web browser module in Python provides a high-level interface to allow displaying web-based documents to users. It can be used to open URLs in the default web browsers, making it useful for automation and integrating web actions within Python scripts. So on a holistic view, web browser is a core Python library or module used to automate your browsers. Since web browser is a core library, it is a built-in module, so you don't need to externally install this. It's already built in while installing Python. So all you have to do is import web browser. So I have imported web browser, and now let's see some of the basic methods that are in this web browser module. So the first method is open a URL in the default browser. Suppose if I want to open a Google web page, I have to specify this Google web page URL in this method called open. All I have to do is webbrowser.open, and I have to specify the URL which I want to open automatically. So let's try this. Save the file and let's try to execute this Python web.py. As you can see, google.com has been opened automatically. You can change this URL and you can place any URL you want here and try this method yourself. So next, let's see how to open a URL in a new browser window. I have already opened a browser window over here. So now let's see if it will open in a new browser window. All you have to do is webbrowser.open new, that's it, and specify the URL you want to open. Execute. Yeah, good. Now it's open in a new browser window, and also let's see how to open a new tab. All you have to do is open new tab, save, execute it. So basically, as you can see, this open new and open new tab methods are working the same, so you can use any of them. And next, we can also open the web pages or websites within some specific browsers. Suppose if I want to open google.com in a Firefox browser, all I have to do is I have to get the Firefox browser's instance and store it in a variable called Firefox, and all I have to do is call the open method on this instance of the Firefox browser. and to specify the URL that I want to open in that Firefox browser. Make sure you have this Firefox browser installed on your system, otherwise this won't work. And similarly, we can also do the same thing with the Chrome browser. You have to get the Chrome browser instance using the web browser.get Chrome and store it in a variable and call the open method upon that variable. So that's how simple it is. You can try this. And now let's see how to open a HTML file automatically using this web browser module. So first we have to import the OS module, that is a core module of Python, which is very useful. And next you have to get the absolute path of the HTML file that you want to execute. Suppose I'll make a HTML file is demo.html. Oh, sorry, .html, not HTML. You can keep the extension either HTML or HTML. Both works for the HTML file. So I'll write some basic code over here. Hey there, amigo. Save the file. And now I have to get the absolute path of this demo.html using this os.path method. So this particular line fetches me the absolute path of this demo.html file and store it in the path variable. Now you have to create a file scheme with the specified path. So all I have to do is make a file scheme using this notation here, the file and a colon and two front slashes and then the absolute path of the demo.html file. So this whole path will be stored in this URL variable, and next we'll open that particular URL in the web browser, the default web browser, using the open method, and by sending the URL as a parameter to this open method. So let's see if this works. Save the file, execute it. As you can see, the HTML file has been opened with the file scheme. This is the URL that has been generated using the OS module. So that's how you can open a local HTML file using this web browser module automatically. Next, let's see how to open multiple URLs. You have to import time to add some delay in opening those URLs. Then I made a list of URLs with Python at 0 index, GitHub at first index, and Stack Overflow at second index. And I have stored this list in a variable called URLs, and now I have to traverse this URLs list using the for loop for URL in URLs. What this specific line does this, it fetches a particular URL and perform this action on that URL. What's the action? It opens a particular URL and waits for 2 seconds. Yeah, this delay has been done using the time module. There's a method called sleep, which takes a parameter, that is the time in seconds. So basically we wait for 2 seconds before opening the next URL using the time.sleep method. So this will be done for every URL that is in this URLs list. So let's try to execute this. Save. The Python module the Python website has been opened. Next, the GitHub and Stack Overflow. As you can see, the Python, the GitHub, and the Stack Overflow, all three of them has been opened with a span of 2 seconds between all of them. So these are some of the useful methods that are in this web browser module, that is a core module of Python. Use it to automate your browsers. So this is it for today, guys. If you have liked this video and found this helpful, don't forget to share, like and subscribe, and comment down if you have any queries. Thank you.